Hello there, and welcome to this special edition of Revolting Reviews. I am the ghost of ChritmasTube Past, here to review a festive movie of horror from the past, as I am a ghost. In this year I'm going to review from the past Silent Night, Deadly Night from 1984. Directed by Charles E. Selmere Jr. and it stars Lillian Chuvin and Gilmar McCormick, Tori Nero and Robert Brian Wilson. So, this movie focuses on Billy, who as a child had his parents brutally murdered by an evil Santa Claus on Christmas, and many years later, when he is now grown up, after being raised in a Catholic home, he again has a traumatic experience that triggers his evilish ways, and then he is to be dressed as Santa for a Christmas event. But of course, with this happening, he goes into a murderous rage and therefore goes on a murderous rampage. So that is the essential story. So what did I like about this? Well, I liked that it took the evil Santa trope and made it that. A killer Santa, a symbol of love and goodness, made to be evil. I also like the story and the slasher genre and the slasher hits. Yes, this is a slasher movie and I do love me a good slasher, and this is a good one with some good axe killings and some other brutal kills in there. I also like the performance from Robert Brian Wilson, who played Billy. He, again, you understand and sympathize with the character. And then there is the nuns, who are evil and pushy. They are very snappy women. And they, of course, bring that whole horror back to him. Of course, it's had some good cinematography as well. And he even started a franchise. But the sequels are not all that good. And I do have my dislikes on this one. For example, I thought it was a bit slow in some parts and a bit boring, if I'm being honest. This as well did not do so good upon first release, but I believe has gained a cult following. Also, of course, we have so much other problems and errors with this movie by how cliched it is. Yes, it's quite cliched, but all in all, it is a good slasher Christmas film, and if you're in the mood for horrors and evil Santas, I recommend this one. I shall give Silent Night, Deadly Night, I think I'll give this 3 Krampus switches out of 5. So there we go. Oh my, look at the time. Our time here is nearly done. Yes, I best be going now. I leave you with the ghost of, the ghost of ChritmasTube present. That will be all from me, the ghost of ChritmasTube past. Merry Christmas.
Why, let's know you better, man. Why, hello there and welcome. I am the ghost of ChritmasTube present, because now is a gift. So I review things that are happening now. and I thought I would review a Christmas flick for you that is of the present. So, I thought for this one I would review for you Violent Night. Yes, that is written by Pat Casey and directed by Josh Miller and directed by Tommy Wickalow, starring David Harbour, John Leguizamo, Edie Patterson, Cam Gigello or something, Alex Hessel, Alexis Lauder, and Beverly D'Angelo. So this is a comedy Christmas action thriller, actually. It's not really a horror as I thought it would be at first, but there you have it. But I'm going to review it for you anyway. So, it's Christmas Eve and David Harbour is on the job, delivering presents until he stumbles across a wealthy family's home, who are under a home invasion from some thieves that want this money for this wealth from this wealthy family. And of course, Santa being Santa helps out with a little girl who believes in him, and he fights and violently beats up the villains in grotesque and brutally violent ways that are quite gory and horrific with horror element feels. That is the essential plot, so what did I like? Well, I liked that David Harbour played Santa, and we got a little bit of a backstory of his Viking origin, which I also liked. David Harbour was nicely cast as Santa and was very brutal and tough. Oh yes, very, very violent, but good slapstick cartoony violence in some. I also like the references they made to Home Alone, as there was the trap gimmicks set up and all the other things, including the young girl in it who is clever enough to use it on some of the villains in this tale. I also liked the comedy with the reindeers and the comic relief we had throughout. And of course we had a good supporting cast who was playing the rich family. They were alright in this, but this one was all about Santa kicking ass. It's nothing to take very seriously, it's just an enjoyable Christmas flick for the adults. This is no family-friendly film. What else? Well, I guess I did not like that it wasn't horror. I mean, I do horror, I love horror. But of course, I still enjoyed this one. At first, when I saw the poster and the title and it said Violent Night, I thought this could be a good horror slasher. But it wasn't. But still, I was sold on it being a Christmas, well, violent film. It does have the potential of Christmassy violence in there. And of course it was a good, enjoyable and entertaining film. And of course this club's come out most recently, so I won't give too much spoilers away. But they had some good effects, they had some good practical stuff as well, and some good gore and blood. It was very enjoyable, and David Harbour was a good choice for this film, playing a violent Santa. So what will I give it? Well, I was let down by it not being a horror, but like I said, I still enjoyed it. As an action, I will give this, I'll give it a good 3.5 out of 5. Yes, I think that sounds fair, so there you go. That is it for this edition of my part. I trust you have come across many of my brothers of ChritmasTube that are ghosts of the present. All 17 of them. As I say, my time on this world is very brief. And now I must go. I leave you now with the spirit of ChritmasTube yet to come, or ChritmasTube future, however you want to put it. Treat him with the greatest respect, because he knows all of the future, which is why he cannot speak it, and to be sure he has his mouth so closed. So, as I said, treat him with respect and heed his warning of the film that he may review from the future. Of course, my time is in the present. But I leave you with him now. Farewell, and a very Merry Christmas to you all. Ho, 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 ho.